Բարև, Շնորհավոր Սուրբ Ծնունդ. Today is Armenian Christmas Day, 6th of January, and whilst we think about obviously the rising of Christ and other religious things, and people will be celebrating back in Armenia, I ask the question, what has Christianity come to in 2026, this new year? Around the world we see the breakdown of Western morality. We see the almost unbelievable human rights abuses by leaders in the so-called free world like the United States. And I ask myself constantly now, what has Christianity brought us? Certainly, when we look at Armenia itself, it's very difficult to see a lot of Christian behaviour with all the sort of things that we have come across. My good friend Peter Mitch will agree with me, I'm sure, that Armenia requires a lot of work in terms of bringing back Christian values. But the main point at the moment I'm worried about is things like the geopolitics of the West, which is supposed to be based on Christian moralities and human rights values, and yet we don't see very much of that anymore. Even the more recent outreach, I would say, by Armenia to the West is troubling, because I don't think for a moment that the West truly, in the political sense, wants to help Armenia. It just wants to play power games, these great geopolitical games using Armenia as a pawn, and that's what I'm most concerned about. People need to be asking, in terms of Christianity, are people from the United States, for example, who have as many problems as Armenia might have, for example, with drugs and with a lot of poverty. The government there has taken away basic medical support, and the rich get richer. I can't see how the United States, with what it's become now, can export a lot of so-called Christianity to Armenia. And certainly I don't want to see countries like Iran and Russia, who are our neighbours, attacked based on some sort of Western ideal, because that will just destabilise the entire region, and the very Christians that people want to support in Armenia are threatened. So coming back to Christmas Day, I think it's a time of joy, but it's also a time of reflection, and hopefully people who call themselves Christians will support Armenia without this political edge, without using Armenia. For that we will be eternally grateful, and we then can look forward to this last remnant of Christianity in this area surviving. I'm here in New Zealand. It's so beautiful here in the natural forests and wonderland, but even here we're thinking about Armenia, and we're looking at this creation. It might be God-given, it might be natural, we don't know. All I can say is here in this place of serenity, we're thinking about nature and all the things that this earth has given us, and we just hope that 2026 will be a much brighter year than the horrible conflicts that we've seen around the world. This is Len from Straight Talk from the Homeland, looking for peace in 2026. Please like, share and subscribe.